to save a 4-year-old boy's life? Or had Deborah, by chance and by a mother's desperation, stumbled upon one of the most powerful resources available to us all? Make better decisions. We all struggle to make the best decisions possible when it comes to our careers, finances, parenting, health, and relationships. But what if we could make every important decision with the help of the smartest people in the world? It might sound impossible, but it's not. All of us have the ability to access the collective wisdom of hundreds, or even thousands of people who together are as smart as any expert advisor. Making the right decisions is tough. Whenever we have an important decision to make, it can be difficult to put your feelings aside and make a rational and objective choice. Any emotion can affect our decision-making, often long after the emotional incident has passed. A research study published by Eduardo Andrade and Dan Ariely shows that even the influence of mild incidental emotions on decision-making can live longer than the emotional experience itself. What this means is that our decisions can be, and often are, fundamentally irrational or flawed. Andrade and Ariely's research shows that even a minor emotional incident can become the basis upon which we make future decisions. And the kicker is, we aren't even aware of it at the time. Someone cut you off in traffic on your way to work, and much later in the day, you reject a business offer that's been in the works for weeks. You may not even think of the traffic incident ever again, but that fleeting annoyance, that surge of emotionally driven anger at the other driver, can affect your business decisions or your personal decisions, and you won't even realize it. When we reach out to the crowd for wisdom, we are able to access decision-making skills that are free of our own emotion. We're able to seek out the solutions to our problems and weigh our choices free of the bias intrinsic in unilateral decision-making. If we learn to rely on and trust the wisdom of the crowd, our decisions will be better, quicker, and easier. There's a power in crowd wisdom, and this power is harnessed through technology and social media. The crowd, specifically Aya Shapir, a young marketing professional in my crowd, has named this power Mindsharing. And while it may sound like some futuristic version of a Star Trek Vulcan mind meld, it's a simple way to use the tools and technology already at hand to access and share our greatest human resource: one another. Only this type of mind meld isn't limited to two minds. It is important to note that when we mind share, we are not asking others to think for us, but rather to think with us. And when others think with us, it substantially improves our ability to make decisions and the quality of those decisions. I'm not saying that you surrender your free will and lay every future decision at the feet of the crowd, but through actively mind-sharing, you can access the global brain, which is far more powerful than any individual brain, and hack your way into a better career, stronger relationships, and the fulfillment of virtually any dream or goal you can imagine. Not following the herd. Growing up, I was taught that it is better to lead than to follow. Who has not heard their parents say, "If your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump off one too?" We live in a time and a culture where great value is placed on individuality, on thinking for oneself independent of the herd. In the age of mind-sharing, there is a new paradigm to explore where greater value is placed on collective intelligence and collective problem-solving. We're smarter as a group than we can ever be as individuals. In his 2004 book titled The Wisdom of Crowds, James Surowiecki argued that under certain conditions, the many are smarter than the few. The crux of crowd wisdom theory is that if you take a large group of people and ask them a question, their collective intelligence will be as smart as the answer of an expert. Leveraging crowd wisdom through mind-sharing doesn't mean following the herd. It doesn't mean giving up your autonomy or independence. The crowd isn't making the decision. We are. But through the process of mind-sharing, we gain access to information, insights, and knowledge that will improve our thinking and our lives dramatically.